Good morning. Well, it's 1:08. I'm a little early for my cancer treatment, so I thought I'd record a quick video. So step one, I can't. So we admitted we were powerless over the tendencies to do the wrong things in our lives to become unmanageable. Step two, he can. And step three, I think I'll let him. So step two is came to believe that a power greater than ourselves, Jesus Christ, could restore us to sanity. And that is in the matter of what thing we're doing, where obviously you may not be insane, but the thing, when you do something over and over again and you expect different results, that is the definition of insanity. And step three, made a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of Jesus Christ. I'm going to rewrite the secular steps and putting Jesus Christ in them, of course. So those are the steps in a nutshell. What does that mean? Well, am I living up to my full potential? What habits do I have today that sitting here, there's people getting out of their car. What habits do I have today that are ones God doesn't want me to have? And what is God's plan in my life? And having cancer, obviously that is tragic, and we don't want to have that, but we're facing that. I'm facing that. So it brings me to these three steps, these first three steps moving forward in my life. I can't. I failed to follow God's plan in some aspects of my life, whether it be for fear or whatever reason. I've been successful at following His plan for other things. And it's important to know that God has a plan for your life, and though it may seem too big for you, and some people it may seem small, they're all big plans. So if it seems too small for you, just think of all the things that maybe you're just a Sunday school teacher. In step three, you're just a Sunday school teacher. You're teaching these crazy kids, and you're like, what am I doing here? I'm some weeks it's really hard to teach these kids. They're rowdy, and maybe you got the kid that was like me as a kid and didn't really feel like they belonged. Maybe they caused a little bit of trouble. They just didn't fit in. They're not as good as all the other kids. Or maybe they are as good as the other kids, but they're just a little awkward. I don't know. You might just be, just not feeling it that day. But what you fail to realize is that you're teaching kids Sunday school lessons, and then they're going to go on through their lives, and you don't see that effect that it has on others. So you may be teaching the next preacher or the next doctor or the next whatever, and they may be ministering to somebody else, or they may be the next Billy Graham or the next preacher that's saving millions of people, or they might be the next doctor that's saving people from cancer, and they're working in a Christian hospital and maybe preaching to people in the process as well. We don't know what our small role plays, but it's a big role in the bigger picture of life, and that's important to keep in mind, so you can have a new drive. But in order to have that new drive, we got to move out, and we got to let God. So we've got to, I can't admit, what is it in our lives that we're having struggles with? Saturday, June 19th, 25 years of sobriety. But I still struggle from other things like overeating and other stuff and other bodily sins that I have a problem when I don't give it to God with. So give it to God. Give that struggle or that addiction, that hurt, that habit, that hang up, what is stopping you, what is holding you back. That's you getting in the way. So give that to God. Then think about it in the areas of your life that you have been insane over. What is something you keep doing with that hurt and habit that you just gave to God, and you keep doing it over and over again, and you still get the same results? You got to think about that. And then turn our will. How would you do that differently with the help of God? Fear. Maybe you're afraid of something. How would you turn that fear over to God? Maybe God wants you to do something you've never done before. And how do you turn that fear over to God? One little itty bitty step at a time. How do you turn your drinking over to God? One day at a time. Maybe 1 hour at a time. Maybe just one moment at a time. Maybe that's all you can handle. And then the next moment you're like, okay, God, I need your help with this again today. So that's where we start. God's got a plan. It's going to be big. It's going to be great. I plan on renewing, I feel like a renewed spirit, a renewed plan with Him moving forward. And that's my plan. So just be in prayer and mindful conversation with God and start seeking for His will. I will talk to you soon.